Gavin Newsom is trolling Republicans, and they are absolutely losing it. Ever since Texas Republicans made moves to help Donald Trump cheat in the midterms. Yes, cheat is the right word. They have been furious that one governor is particularly has actually decided to push back.
You talk about other states being gerrymandered, and every Democrat kept saying we're going to fight fire with fire, and I'm like, you can't. There's no more fire for them to fight with. There's no more gerrymandering available to them because they have, mastered the art of gerrymandering, haven't they?
Well, so at the top of the list of what you're talking about, of course, is Gavin Newsom, who seems to be trying to run for president.
That's really the complaint. That he is running for president. At least Newsom is actually constitutionally eligible to do it. The California governor has rightly realized that Republicans have no interest in bipartisanship in or fair election. So he is matching their playbook. If Texas want to redraw their map for 5 seats, California would do the same. And that's driving them crazy.
Gavin is now trying to run for president. So what he's proposing to do is go against the Constitution of California, have the legislature vote to take these lines. They don't even draw these lines. They just introduced them this Friday when no one's paying attention. They let, in Washington, D.C., the DCCC send them these lines.
Unbelievable. The audacity of someone in D.C. trying to tell a governor how to do their jobs.
Are you calling them for a complete redrawing of the congressional map?
No, just a very simple redrawing. We pick up 5 seats.
See, it's apparently fine as long as you say it out loud on White House lawn. Anyone else want to give it a shot?
What's happening in California right now is outright erroneous. They should not be doing this. Remember, what's happening in Texas and what's happening in California, apples and oranges. Texas has every right because their legislature makes the decisions on redistricting. The voters of California voted for a redistricting commission to make those decisions. But here, Gavin Newsom and his legislature are trying to subvert that.
That right there is Georgia Congressman Betty Carter. Troll. Honestly, it sounds more like a witness protection allies. Carter claimed that any politician who subvert the will of the people should be held accountable, unless, of course, that politician is the leader of his own party. In that case, they apparently deserve a Nobel Peace Prize. And yes, that nomination was supposedly because Trump ended the conflict between Israel and Palestine. Or wait, was it Russia and Ukraine? Either way, big congrats to Trump for definitely total accomplishing the thing he insists he did. Meanwhile, Republicans and Fox News have decided Gavin Newsom is public enemy number one. His crime, doing exactly what their leader is doing.
He's just outright saying they're doing this to then rig the election in California. You can't argue that the president is trying to rig things, and so I'm going to rig things back. No, you try to stop the rigging. Otherwise, it's not really rigging at that point. Now you're just doing exactly what you're claiming the other side.
That's right. If you are going to write and rig an election, apparently the proper way to snatch a few Texas House seats while swooning over the words of the murderous autocrat you idolize, the same one who convinced you that mail-in voting is somehow the greatest threat to America. And it's not just about this district and anymore. Now that Fox made a nuisance their numbers on target, absolutely everything is fair game when it comes to going after California's governor.
Well, the Golden State is the gold standard in a lot of things. Rampant crime, homelessness, skyrocketing cost of living, and a governor determined to stick it to the president however he can. They're now also the gold standard in unemployment. California's unemployment rate now the highest in the country at 5.5%. In July, above the national rate of 4.2%.
Well, we all know how this works. When job numbers look bad, the obvious person to blame is the poor soul who had to print them out.
There is no law or regulation preventing the president from firing the head of the BLS. No law. It is a part of the It is a part of Article 2, Section 2 of the Constitution.
It looks like someone's not doing their job and the president's doing something.
Yes, according to Fox News logic, Trump is basically John Wick. If John Wick's enemies were good-hearted carrier station, they are so deep in Trump pocket that they will twist anything to attack Newsom, never stopping to realize just how blatantly hypocritical they look.
This is all because Gavin Newsom was getting criticized because there's that car accident on the Florida Turnpike where this guy, this illegal immigrant's doing the U-turn, barely even has an expression after he realizes the minivan doesn't have time to stop and slams underneath his truck. Look at that. Three people died in that, killed 3 people, and he has barely an expression when he's caught on his dash cam.
That's just tragic. Can you imagine someone in Florida committing such allied crime and then sitting there with a blank, emotionless stare like nothing even happened? Oh, wait, my mistake. He is actually smiling. Not sure if Fox thinks that's better or worse. But honestly, what really seems to drive these Trump citizens crazy is not so much what Newsom is doing or saying. It's the way he is saying it.
Gavin Newsom, meantime, posting this on X, Liz, using all capitals, of course, trying to mock Trump, use Trump style. He's been doing this for a while now. He says, quoting, Trump just fled the podium with Putin. No questions, nothing. Total low energy. I think he's trying to be funny. I don't know what he's trying to do.
You really have no idea what he's trying to do. Not even the slightest clue about the governor intent. Maybe keep talking it through and see if you eventually figure it out.
It comes across as childish. And you're the governor of the biggest state in the union. What are you doing?
It just comes off as childish. You are the governor of the largest state in the country. That exactly are you doing? That thing you just pointed out, that's exactly the point. Gavin Newsom is mocking you and everyone at Fox News look like complete hypocritic. He is exposing you all as the hacks you are.
Who has time to come sit down and make up all of these tweets? And if you read them, he put a lot of effort into it. This guy's not going to be president. This guy is a ridiculous buffoon. It does remind you, though, how much of a complete original Donald Trump is. All these people want to like mimic him. He's not mimicking anybody. He is the original.
Hey, just because you are doing something no one else is, does not automatically make it a good thing. I mean, before Lieutenant Gobert, no one thought to treat a night at Betelgeuse the musical like a shake-weight demo on a date. Yet no one's out here calling her an innovator, distracting audience member. Sure, original, not so much. So, is anyone else really bothered by Newsom to its speech style?
Stop it with the Twitter thing. I don't know where his wife is. If I were his wife, I would say, "What? You are making a fool of yourself. Stop it. Do not let your staff tweet. And if you're doing it yourself, put the phone away and start over. And if he's got a big job as governor of California, but if he wants an even bigger job, he has to be a little bit more.
He's got a massive job to do. So maybe put the phone down. And last I checked, the White House ranked just a little higher than the governor mentioned in terms of importance. As for why his wife does not tell him to stop, maybe because of she did. She had ended up literally left out in the rain. Maybe that's why Trump up on that roof trying to escape his wife, who's probably telling him right to take things a bit more seriously and quite firing off tweets like the one posted today about museum, focusing too much on slavery, really complaining about too much honesty around our nation's origin sin. If a Democrat tweeted the exact same disgusting nonsense, Fox News would be downing Red Bulls to fuel a non-stop day's long outrage cycle against the entire Democrat Party. But when it's their game, suddenly Trump just an original. The truth is, Governor Newsom is holding up a mirror to Republicans and they cannot handle it, nor should they, because when you are forced to face the reality that you have been blinded by partnership, and spend your days crashing a paycheck defending the reckless action and absurd tweets of a powerful man-child. It will drive anyone up the wall. Newsom is exposing the scale, the fact that these people have zero interest in truth, facts, and reality. And if they are actually care about being seen as incredible voices in media, they should seriously start reconsidering their approach.
A little bit more serious.
Exactly.